Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to our Moon Day live stream, where today we're not playing Kerbal, but I feel that it's thematically linked to Kerbal, because, of course, we have stranded many a little green critter on various celestial bodies, and really, we need to experience what they feel. We have dabbled with Stationeers before, but in my opinion, not enough. It is the one game in my library of, like, base building, factory building, etc., type of games that I, more than anything, truly want to master how to play. Hopefully this will be the time to do it. It is a lovely game. We've played a little bit before, but it has been a while, and I've never gotten too far into it. And I would really like to commit myself to getting to at least a point of, I don't know, like having plants and self-sustaining or something like that. It's a very crunchy game. I don't know if it's ever come on sale. We were just talking over on the YouTube chat. It is part of the New Zealand game like sale that's happening on Steam right now, but it should more accurately be referred to as a showcase because not every one of the games they have listed there are actually discounted. But although they are all New Zealand games is the idea. Anyway, we're gonna be jumping to it. I'm very excited. We did do a poll on Discord to see what people want to play. Stationeers was coming out on top. That was a couple hours ago, and I closed the poll. I was like, okay, that sounds good. I'll close the poll because I got to go and learn some basics about the gameplay again, so I don't fumble too much with some of the clicking on the way. But I mean, it's sort of going to be like starting from scratch. Going to be right. So hopefully we got some people in the chat who have played before, can answer my questions about like keyboard shortcuts and stuff like that. Managing inventory, you start to develop a muscle memory for it, which becomes quite good. But it may take a little bit to go. I'm sure we're going to be continuing our Kerbal thing too. But part of me was like, I'm not sure what I want to do next in Kerbal, and there's always the possibility that it starts feeling a little bit samey. But we could start making plans for could we deliver a space plane to the equivalent of Venus, right? I think it's called Eve in there, for example. You know, is that a possibility or something like that? So I don't know. I mean, we could build stations, although vanilla Kerbal doesn't really have that much benefit to building stations other than completing missions, but it's kind of cool. So I don't know. Oh, it does go on sale for about 20 to 30% regularly. Okay, I keep looking because I keep thinking, oh, maybe I could get my friends to play this multiplayer at some point. Although, maybe the lack of chaos in single player is going to be better for us to start. Stationeers also has a very active modding community as well, though I'm not running any mods. Now, before I go any further, I do want to address the contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund that blended so seamlessly well with the music we're playing. It was CVD Veer who contributed to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Thank you very much for that. That is really, really kind. Said 10 years of lurking hype. Thank you very much for that. Thank you so much. Let's do the subs and resubs real quick here, and then we'll punch in. We got the Blarder Barney at 97 months. Says, I have a button to press. X Xenon is at 27 months. Frostyock is 55. Mr. Broker's 33. Daedalus is at 127 months. Fletcher Reed, 113. And CVD Veer, which I always stumble over your name, is at 120 months. That is the 10-year Twitch anniversary. Last Revenant is at 128. Nice round number. Those powers of twos, we do love those. Speaking of powers of twos, we've got Kinet at 16 and Nulani at 133. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and go. It 100% sounded like it meant to be there. I know, right? It was just flawless. We've got to make... I really wish it was one of these people who could do music with techno loops and samples and stuff like that, because I would love to make some techno song just based on or something, EDM or synthwave. I do love synthwave a lot, or vaporwave is cool too, with whiskey and chocolate in there, something like that. Anyway, we're gonna start a new world. So the reason that this was recommended or brought up to play today over on the Discord, over in the Game Suggestions channel, by the way, if you're a Twitch subscriber, YouTube member, or Patreon supporter, you can get in on Discord, and the Game Suggestion channel is where we work out a lot of games that we're going to be playing. Someone brought up the fact that this just got a massive new update. What the developers claim is their biggest update ever, and it has dramatically changed a large number of aspects of the game. In particular, the core of it is a completely new way of doing the terrain, but it also came with a bunch of visual changes, game mechanics changes, user interface changes, lots of stuff all over the place. So I think we will play on the moon. Some people, I think Mars is often considered, so Moon I think is considered very easy to start. Mars is also considered fairly easy. I think slightly more difficult to start. Arguably maybe a little easier in the mid game because it's got some carbon dioxide in the atmosphere that you can pull in to do some things with. But I think we'll do the Moon. I quite like it as a very basic, understandable. We kind of know what we're getting into. We don't have any like weird windstorms happening. And then there's a bunch of crazy stuff. Like you can go to Vulcan and like a flaming planet of doom. I think that's a little bit beyond us. But now we do have some different starting locations available. I don't know. I'll probably just start with Crater Vesper over here. So with no atmosphere, the barren and crater-scarred surface of the Moon provides a stable environment for lunar operations. Crater Vesper, a huge crater on the low-lying Mare. Sounds great to me. So we'll do that. We will be playing on normal difficulty. So normal difficulty is like everything is indeed normal as opposed to like the difficult one where things are accelerated. Like normal, we can't eat or drink through our helmet, and we do take damage from things. Stationeer would be more so. And then the offline metabolism. So I think this is just if it's in multiplayer mode, like if there's a server running but you aren't connected, I think I don't think that's going to affect us. So I think we'll just play on normal rather than Stationeer. And our start will be standard. Brutal, you start with very little equipment. We'll start on standard, so we've got a decent amount of equipment to start off with. That's going to be okay, and I'll just call this Lunar LS for live stream. Seems okay. Hey, Rhino. Rhino's played a lot of this. Would you mind looking at the description of the other locations? Oh, we can just click through real quick. Sure. These other locations, so on the Moon, crater-marked highlands overlooking the Great Mare. That might be nice. We'd start more on a high ground. Be good if we had to fight Vader. Crater Nox, a gigantic, impressive crater, largest in the region. Mons Arcanus, a sheltered spot nestled between the cliffs of the high plateau, which also sounds fun. Maybe we should just go for like full high ground here. You know what? Let's do that. So yeah, we'll go with normal and standard so that we actually start with some gear. Alrighty. Now, one thing I also wanted to ask are the people with, and we're not going to focus on this, we're just going to move past. The people who with sensitive hearing and maybe earphones and things like that, are you hearing the same sort of mic buzzing this time around? Unfortunately, I went back, so the last couple of VODs, or streams, a few people, not most people are like, I don't know what they're talking about, I can't hear it, but there's some people clearly good hearing and maybe a good audio setup, so they could hear a little bit of a buzzing in the microphone, which is new as far as I know. And I thought, well, maybe it has to do, I did move the microphone over and maybe the cables were passing by some power cables. Buzzing's still there. And the problem is I listen to my VODs, I can't hear them. I can't hear the buzzing, which means I'm very incapable of diagnosing the problem. So I did reseat all the wires. I'll do a bit of a reboot and after the stream and try some other things, but it's unfortunately gonna be really trial and error. But yeah, I can't hear it at all. It's very annoying. All right, so we have started in a pod. So this is, again, it's sort of like Kerbal. Mistakes have happened. And we are stranded on the Moon over here. Oh, this is actually quite convenient because I think with the default start, the one I was going to do, I think we start at the bottom of the crater and then I have to like schlep all the stuff out of there because we want to be in slightly higher ground. And it just feels like our little supply thing, because as far as I know, our little lander capsule doesn't have anything in here for us. There's some storage in here, but there's nothing in it. Oh, that's not true. There's some food in there. Okay, we'll have to remember to grab that. But the big thing is, so presumably we had a mission where we were stranded over here. Maybe the crater is like the rest of our ship and an explosion. But we did get sent a supply capsule of some various resources that we can fiddle with. So electronic supplies in here, survival supplies. We got a water tank, an oxygen tank, a construction supply. So I think we're going to be opening that first. These are just some extra slots for things. Hydroponic supplies and airlock supplies. That'll probably be the second thing we grab. So I think we're going to get our construction supplies. Now, where do we want to build? Honestly, I kind of like the idea of building right on this edge over here. What corner? So that's north. I mean, we're sort of on the northern edge. If we went right there, that would be the exact northern edge of the crater, just if we want to kind of pick something. Or we could go for that absolute little rise over there. Or, I mean, we could go to another like a little crater behind us. I don't know if that appeals quite as much. I kind of like the idea of, whoa, low gravity jumping is crazy, of building right on this ledge. Maybe right there, right on the northern edge of this big crater. The color bits in the crater. Oh, there's like minerals and stuff that we can mine. All right, so let's go and grab our crate of construction supplies. Now, I think what we want to do is, so if I hold Alt, I can use my mouse and I can toggle these things. There's also hotkeys. I think if we put our mining belt, we can open it, but I think we want the mining belt on our actual belt. Open that, and then we can still open our tool belt, and we still have access to all these things, right? Yeah. Good. I don't think we need duct tape right now. We use it to repair our suit. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Well, let me just put it in here for a second. And then if I take the... Is it the wrench, I think? I think I can... Yeah, disconnect this. There we are. Good. And... Get an empty hand, and then we can move this crate around. Excellent. So I'm just going to move it up over here. And... What I like, and I don't remember this being here last time, in the top left corner of the screen, we do have like a tutorial that sort of follows along with us and gives us a little bit of a hint of what to do next, which seems lovely. So we're sort of going to follow this over here. But yeah, like I wondered about electrical buzz, but so what I did is I've literally run the cable from my microphone to my audio mixer is not running by anything at all. Because I thought, oh, maybe it's an electrical buzz. I don't know. We're not going to talk about the sound thing because it's more annoying than anything else. So we'll not do that. I'm partially wondering if I just need to like reboot my computer, if like, or the interface. Okay, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to depower my interface for a second, plug it back in. Pause this. Can you hear me? There we go. I don't know. The last thing I'm going to do to mess around with the sound, and then we're just going to focus on gaming. All right. So what we've got to do is start with... Did I take the wrong box? I took electrical supplies. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. It's this one I want. I don't know if these could be damaged for a place with higher oxygen, or higher gravity. I think if we were on Mars and a windstorm came up, I think these could blow away, which would be bad. Wait, now you all hear it? No, not hear it. Oh, hold on. Something's definitely whack because... my noise gates aren't working in OBS. Check, check. Okay. So do we have game sounds going? All right. See, that's the problem. You start obsessing over this shit, and then that's all you can think about for the next age. All right. Let's just keep going. Okay. We need to make ourselves a little base over here. Now, the iron frames... Yes, the iron frames is what we use to build, like, our foundation. We've got 45 of them. Ooh, that was the other thing I was going to check, is I kind of want to build it. You know what? I'm not going to build it right there. I'm going to build it in an area, because I don't want too much of a step up into the base. And as far as I know, these bits can only be grid aligned, so I can't, like, sort of bring it down closer to the ground. So what I'm going to do is instead going to build to where the ground is sort of leveled on where we're going to work. And I can always mine out a little to drop it down afterwards. Because then it becomes more and more... I mean, I'm sure we can build stairs later. But I think I'm going to start here instead. And then we can carve away some of the hillside. So. We're We're going to be a little bit restricted by where this is. I don't know if we can just shove it out of the way, but that's okay. So this is, currently this would be 4x4. Now, the thing only wants me to build a 2x3 platform, but I think we're going to do a little bit more than that. I'm thinking about like maybe a 25, like a 5x5 base platform. In the past when we've done it, we've done a fairly small starting room, and I think I just want a little bit more. Okay, so that's 4 wide that way now. Okay, so this is the 4x4, yeah. 3, 4, and 5. Good, and then if I swap my hands and then mouse wheel over here, and if I grab the mining tool and I swap with F, and then turn it on, there you go. I can just lower this a little. Hey, here, mine this rock. There you go. Cobalt. All right. There you go. So now I think what we can do is put in a flooring. So, and what I'll probably end up doing, actually, I'll do that now, is I'll put down like an extra bit, which is going to be more of like an outside little like patio area. Ooh, okay. Please don't go a million miles away. I didn't realize I could knock you around so much. I know we can build a little, I don't know what they call it, but we can plop down a little thing that these things lock into and seat into. Okay, if we want to go and build this now, iron frames finished, welding torch, and iron sheets. So it's nice to have that little reference since it has been so long since I've played. There's iron sheets in my right hand, and then I'm going to grab my welding torch, which is this one, put that in my left hand. And then if we go and weld it once, this structure, I think, is considered solid for the purpose of objects. So you can't fall through that one, although it's not airtight. And then if we do a double, so if we do this and then keep going, this is fully airtight. And using the torch does off-gas a little, and we can see the gases sort of fly around. That's what those little white blobs are. Yeah, I think what the patio might wrap around. And then we can build ourselves a little lawn chair. I don't know if that's something that exists, but... I'm going to hold off on finishing some of this, because I'm not sure how many of these iron frames I start with. But I'm going to try to make a 5x5 airtight box for us. And it's getting dark already. Awesome. We do have a headlamp. I gotta say, like, the very low ambient light is super realistic, but can be a little bit rough. I was looking at a mod that increased ambient lighting, but I decided not to install any mods. The other thing we can do is, oh, I need more iron sheets. The other thing we can do is, you can go into the, like, open up a dev console kind of thing. Oop. There we go. And change the day-night cycle timer. And we could do that. We could just dramatically increase it so that just for this phase of the game, when we're not even using solar panel yet, we just have better lighting. I mean, we'll have to get some lamps and stuff set up later. Okay. Oh, we got a little bit sticking out over there. So if I can swap back to my mining tool. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Okay, I found the perfect spot. So that stuff doesn't stick out. Okay, perfectly solid floor here, and then a perfectly walkable floor over there. I'm going to turn this tool off, and then we are going to put this away, and then let me swap this. We need wall kits now. So there's 30 and 30. Okay, we've got 60 wall kits, which should be fine because our 5x5 enclosed room is going to need 20 walls and then 25 ceilings, so 45 total bits, which we are totally fine here. I'm wondering, we've got to figure out a spot to leave an airlock. When we've played before, what I've done is built sort of an arch and then set up the solar panels on top. I think I'm mostly just going to build kind of flat here, and I think it might be easiest to just build the airlock into sort of a little corner right over here. So I think that might be the idea. So we're going to start going into placement mode over here. And if we hit C, we can rotate. And if we mouse wheel, there you go. So I'm just going to use windows. We're going to do all glass. It's possible. Oh, is the welder still on? It's possible that, there we are. Swap back and then do this. I think if we were on Mars, I think the glass might break from like some of the storm stuff. I'm not sure. But that's one of the things we don't have to worry about over here. I think solar panels can be damaged during the Martian storms. And then pull it this way. And rotate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a door here and a door here. So I think I can have another piece of glass right there. I don't know if the, like the side that I'm working on matters. Because I could build it. I'll do that. Okay. So, does it say... doesn't say what I need next, but we do want to work on our roofing. So let's get this whole thing roofed. And then we've got to go and actually build it, because this is just putting down the frame. Okay, let me go and get some more of these bits. It was in the yellow box, right? There we go. Yes, you do need glass for windows. I think we also need plastic. Like, I think the first step is you put down some plastic framing on it, and then you come back with glass. But we do have the material for that. Window. It's already there. So, how much you guys want to bet that I'm going to miss one of these windows while I'm installing things? Probably not this phase. It's probably the next phase that I'm going to miss a window. And then when I go and try to get oxygen happening, I will discover that there's a leak in my base. Jetpack up. The grid seems complete for now. All right. So, and yeah, I don't know if there's a way to, like, get it to tell you what tool you need other than, like, if I go and take a tool out, then it'll tell me I need iron sheets to continue construction. I think iron sheets and this welder, actually. Because I think otherwise it would tell me what tool was missing. But that's what I was doing, is take out one tool, and then it tells me what I actually need to have happen. Sorry, what did it say? I already forgot. It's been 2 seconds, therefore I forgot. Really, iron sheets is next, not plastic. Maybe it's not plastic at all for this one. Iron sheets. Okay. Although I think I still need the welder in hand to do the next step. Or not. It just says construct iron window. Really? Oh, okay. So, we are going to want that one. Yeah, it's building a slightly more of a frame. And then what's the next step? I see it doesn't tell me. But if I switch over to this, glass sheets. Oh, I did do that one. You can tell by the sort of light-colored bolts in the corner. They almost failed to do that one because I moved too quick. Yes, you do get the material back if you deconstruct. As far as I know, you get everything 100% back all the time that way, which is great. Because there's going to be a heckin' lot of trial and error. And, okay, and... you're in there. Okay, I think all the wall ones are done. I think there was enough sheets to do this. I didn't actually count how much there were, and I don't know if we've got a second stack of them. Now, because we're not playing... weird. Because we're not playing on Stationeer mode, we're not going to starve to death too quickly. Okay, these click spots are heckin' awkward to do. I wonder if it'd be easier to do from above. If I just jetpack up here. And drop the jetpack. Ugh. Well, it would help if I was actually standing on the railing. I thought I was. Okay. I think this is going to be much easier to do. And it's a lot more obvious. Come on. It's like, I can't click there. I can't click there, but it's still a little bit weird. Having to hunt for the magic pixel. No, I'm going to run out of these. Ah, bastard. I hope I've got another chunk of them. If nothing else, though, the airlock room... Yeah, okay, we'll always be able to seal the airlock room. And, of course, I can go and tear some things down, but I'm trying to avoid having to do that. What? Ooh. I think my character's sliding off these beams. Wait, did I? I guess I had 45, which is the number. Because even though we've got this odd corner, it still comes out the same. I think I might have... Yeah. All right. Jetpack to land it. Okay. So next I need glass. Whoa! Low gravity craziness. 50 glass sheets. I still don't need... I don't need any tools for this at all. And at least with the glass, we can see that it's in there. Oh, I hate that the lines are in a different direction on this one than the other pieces. Come on, magic click spot. Sort of maybe in the thickest part of the frame, I guess. Yeah. Oh, this is a little weird because of the corner piece. The thing is, with a game, like, with what this game is trying to do, it of course makes perfect sense that there is going to be, like, there's complexity in the user interface to try to make all these functions sort of work and overlap with one another. It's a little easier down there. There we are. Yeah, okay, that's actually much easier. Okay, I think those are all the walls. It looks stripy everywhere. So fingers crossed. Okay, let's start from this corner over here for the ceiling stuff. And at least wherever I put the glass, I can then stand on. I will be slightly annoyed if some of these ceiling panels don't end up having the stripes in the same direction. And I think it has to do with how I put down the frame part. I don't think any of these steps influence that. I don't suppose... We don't have a clock on the screen, do we? Also, I should maybe move my face because I'm covering some important stuff, I think, in that corner. If I go somewhere like... Hang on, something like that. I think I'm probably covering less stuff. The sub goal does cover, like, the food meter. That's it. Also my current speed, but I think we can probably live without that. Okay. I lost track of where I was. Okay, I'm going to have to do a battery swap soon. It's a little hard to see if I have sealed these because sometimes I'm looking through and I'm seeing the stripes of the walls, but I can just walk on every single one of these. And if I don't fall through, I guess I done did it. Okay. So this isn't airtight yet because of this part, but that's okay. So let's put the glass away. And then for power, it would be on my suit over here. Okay, 48%. All right, so we've still got some time. We just hit half power on there. Auto lathe, arc furnace, da-da-da-da-da. So power area, I mean, we're going to want those. We're also going to want the doors. I guess I don't want to build the doors yet because it could be a little annoying. The sun is rising. Where's my... Well, I guess first of all, what I could do is I could take this large battery and stick it in my suit just to make sure we're sitting on 100%. Oh. Solar panel basic. let's go and build it on top of here. So we'll deploy. There you go. That's kind of centered. I don't know where the power connector's there. I think I'll have it come off the far wall here. So build that. And again, what do we need? I need a glass sheet and a hand drill. Okay. Well, we have a hand drill. This thing isn't on because we haven't been using it. So flip to the hand drill. And the other hand, we're going to grab our glass sheets again. Jetpack up. Drop jetpack. Okay, this is operating. Currently generating 0. Oh, wait, did the sun just set again? I guess that's true. Okay. Oh, the hand drill doesn't need to be powered on and off. All right. No, there it is. Oh! Oh, it was eclipsed by the Earth, wasn't it? I'll flip you back in a second here. I think it was eclipsed by the Earth. All right. So, okay, we've got power cables with us. We need these area power kits to be able to do a little control thing, then put some batteries in there. Portable generator kit. Okay. So, we're going to want a pair of doors here and here, but we're going to need power for the doors to make them work very conveniently. So, I'm going to have one of these area controller kits for this room. Thing is, we don't need to access it all the time. Like, I can put it on the wall, or I could put it down here. I could put it on the floor. I'm wondering about tucking it into this corner. Is there a reason I wouldn't want to do that? That's probably okay. There's an implied directionality here. I think. Can I... Oh, I can invert it. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, is that's just power and that's just data? I thought power flowed in and out of this thing. Isn't that how this works? I can slide it open and put a battery in. Did I just... Shit. Dismantle that window and this one. There it is. Okay. How does this work? Power in and power out? It does. The data side also does power. Yeah, I cut the windows. Now, it looked like the data side looked like it was going in. So is it correct for me to flow in the power? So my solar panel on the ceiling, do I just flow it in on the data side? And then the power out is just powering the room? I think so. So we'll find out. Let's put this away. Oops. That away. We're going to grab... Is it this snip tool that I use for most of the wire work? Like, I think you can install wires all the time, but by having the snip tool in, it's very convenient for, like, reshaping and reorganizing. I think that's true. Find out. Well, we might have to stay in hover mode here. Ah! Low G can be tricky to work with. Okay. So, there it is. So I want that. Or... No, I don't. I want that. And that. That flows in there. And I think I kind of want to flow from this one into that one. That way, this controls the power for the airlock, and I can toggle the power for the, like, everything else in the room separately. Is what I'm thinking. We'll find out. And I think we're quite happy to have these actually open right now. And the reason for that is... we can use these to charge batteries. So if I come over here and my half-filled battery, actually, does it not go in there? Oh, it has to be tools. Okay, let's swap the duct tape for that. We'll drop the road flares for that one. So if I put this one in there, does the power have to be on for this to work? And are you getting powered? Maybe not. Hold on. We'll just check. I'm going to put the batteries in here. So the idea is these things, I don't even know if they have to be on to charge the batteries. Can we get info? There it is. Generating power. That's not charging. That is on. Oh, wait. I think that's supposed to be the in. Yep. That's the in. I've got these inverted over here. We want... do I just want to flip this? And still have it come in here and then out that way? I think maybe. I think I'll do that. I mean, it's fairly realistic, but not being able to change momentum in the air is a little bit... I'm going to keep forgetting that. I don't even have to cut that. Oh, no. All I have to do is remove the area power controller. Right. Which gets removed... How? Maybe with a crowbar? Crowbar required to kill... hand drill.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, all right. Hand drill. All right, that's not exactly what I expected to have happen, but sure. And place, and then hit C. There we go. So now it flows in from this left side. Oh, but it's upside down. Well, I don't like that visually. Oh, okay. I hit C instead of the other one. This is what I want. There we go. So now it's right side up, but it is flowing this way. All right. And then grab the crowbar to cram this open. Drop this in here. Ah! Blinking lights! Success! This battery, I believe, is charged. I think what this green and blue is it's saying that this is actively charging. I think. And then if I were to turn this on, this is solid green because this battery is full. This is full but charging 48%. I don't know. I think. Do I need to flip the other one? No, I don't, because that's both of these have an input on the left and an output on the right, which I think is what I'm going for. Switch batteries to make sure the other one works. I think it's okay. I mean, the light came on. I guess I could. Hold on. I could take this one. Oh, I didn't want to just take it. Oh, it's in my hand. There it is. Yeah. Proper blinking already went up to... Oh, this one is draining because it's feeding into here. Right. That's interesting. It's using this power to charge this one as well, but that's ultimately, I think, okay. I don't know. And yeah, the lid clips into the window, but we'll be closing those later because we're not going to be using these for charging later. But I think it's going to be fine for now. I'm going to keep pausing because I don't want the daylight just going on us. Okay, let's get these doors working. So that... Now, here's the thing. I think on normal difficulty, I can go and just like YOLO, open my mask, shove a burger in my face, drink some water, close the mask, and not die. But let's see if we can do it a little better. So let's get our door kits now, which I think are in... Were they in here? No. There's an airlock kit tank. This is electrical supplies. There's a whole kit. Where's my wrench? Up over here. That is airlock. Right here. Whee! Console kits, vent. We're going to want all those. But first... Wait, is it not? Oh, there it is. Door kit. And I think glass door is going to be fine. I don't know if there's a... Oh, no, there is a preferred size because I want the power connectors to be indoors. There it is. And then here... Okay, I've run into this issue before. Can I not? I thought there was a way. They're blocking each other. I was sure I could do a composite door instead. Maybe I just want a composite door? Because they're not whiny about this. Glass door, composite door. I don't know. Swap there. Sorry, I've got a tiny bit of mental lag every time I remember. Like, what's the hotkeys I'm looking for? Okay, so if we want to power these doors... Oh, I have to build the doors. Son of a... All right. How do I build the door? Welding torch and plastic sheets. So welding torch is this tool. And what's my... So I'm only at 8% hydration. When that goes to 0, I think I'll start taking damage. Plastic sheets right here. Okay. So do I need welding torch on? Do I use the welding torch? Welding torch and 1 plastic sheets continue construction. I have... oh, wait, this isn't the welding torch. This is the welding torch. That would help. Now, we need glass sheets and glass sheets. Okay. Before, we needed 3, so... All right. Oh, we need a crowbar for this one. There we go. And then with the crowbar, we can also force these doors open, which is what we need. Although, if we can get our power hooked up... then... So we want to come down from here. I think it might not look pretty, but I think I might just run the cable down the middle. And here, I guess I want to make sure it touches the power thing. And I'd like both these doors to be powered. Then I don't have to crowbar them. I mean, assuming they have power. Okay, in theory, these doors are now powered up. There you go, so I can click to open and close. Hey! We're Star Trek now! Okay. There's no air in this little room yet, but this room should be airtight. So if I want to safely eat and drink, I should be able to do it in here as long as I got some air. Now, the ideal thing would be if I found, like, I think if I found some oxite and just mined it and then just dropped it in there, that would be great. Now, I don't know what any of these are. Like, that looks like copper to me. I can just open an air tank in there, and that's probably what we'll do. But I'd like to keep it. If I go and then find the mining tool, which I had earlier. That's the mining tool. That's coal. Oh, interesting. Just doing this in the pure dark is going to be bad. And I do need to drink now. There was a ton of colored rocks of various types down this hill here. What is this? That looks like maybe iron. Oh, that's more copper. That's my door. Is it gold? Oh, it is gold. Okay. And without light, I might lose my base. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open my air tank in the room. So we're going to grab our wrench and go find... Where's a little supply capsule? There it is. This darkness is rough. Oxygen tank. Pick it up if I can find the handle. The carrying handle, please. Where's the... I don't want to open the valve. Where's the, Oh, there it is. Couldn't find the grab handle. Where's my base? Over here. Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber. Drop you in here. That door's closed. We got that. Do I have snacks on me? No, I think I have to grab them. If I could find my initial landing capsule, we know we've got some snacks in there. Go here, do this, swap that, so I have a couple empty hands. Okay. Let's find out if I've effed everything up. Ah! I want more video gamey, like, ability to change things. Okay. So let's open this up a scooch. Left mouse decrease. So does that mean right mouse increase, or is it the side I'm on? Which is tricky because I can't. Oh my god, it's so awkward. How do I swap? I might have had some. Oh, my uniform pocket. It might have been. Okay, let me clear a hand so that I can once again find the drag spot. Okay. Open this door. Prop. Close the door. There it is. Increase. The pressure is increasing. So normal atmospheric pressure is like 100 kilopascal, right? But we only need 20% of that for oxygen. So I think if I bring this up to something like 20 kilopascals of oxygen, I think I can now open my suit without dying. Space helmet. Unlock. Open. I don't seem to be dying. And then... Did I have... So my suit... Oh, is it uniform? It's got some snacks. There it is. And then do I just click? How do I consume? Oh, right click. Weird. Can I just click and hold? I can, but doesn't progress. This is just... I'm at 124% hydration. I don't really understand that, but okay. And then let's eat a cereal bar while we're at it. 100%. I don't know how I overhydrate. Now I'm just going to have to pee my suit. It's not ideal. Let's close the helmet. Lock it. So that I don't forget. Now, the oxygen that's in this room is going to be, like, mostly lost. Although, like, what I can do is open this, so a bunch of it will flush in there. I'm also going to move this tank, because this is an awkward place for it to exist. And again, what I'd like to do is find some oxide. Pressure in here is 1 kilopascal. It doesn't seem to be dropping anymore. So, it's low pressure environment, but I think... So we preserved Summit over there. All right. Woo-wee! Hope your warrior still suit. Yes. To cycle the food. If you ate high-quality food, the little stars above the burger, you can get over 100% hydration. Ah! Hydration limit goes above 100% if you got quality food. And the starter snacks count for that. Okay. It is a big starter base, I'm not lying. But... every time I've played this before, I've done a little 2x3 starter base and just tried to, like, manage that little space, and I don't like it. So, I want to intentionally go and do something a little bit more. Now, it would be great to get this, like, a fully functional airlock, which maybe we will work on this a little bit while it's still nighttime. Just hide my snacks in there. And... oh, that's not the airlock box. That's the airlock box. And this is probably an area I'm going to need some help, because we need... okay. So, an active vent. There should be a passive vent in here, too. So, we need to put down an active vent. We can put this on the floor, that's fine. Although, ooh, right, it needs a pipe. If I put it here... I don't hit the power to it, like, in a non-stupid way. Maybe it's fine. I guess I could put it here, too. I could invert it, because then it's easy to get the power to it. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. So put it there. And then that's got to reach a passive... Can they go and directly link from one another? You know, I should just accept that I'm going to lose this oxygen. Like, if I put the passive vent over here, do they now kiss and count as one? Cool. Okay. Because I think we only need one of these vents to be active, I think, for this working in the airlocky system. So I don't need to worry about piping. I do need to get some power on there. So if I go and grab this. Oh, and then I need to be able to make the adjustments. I do need that in hand. Because then what I can do is... There it is. Do that. So this now has power. And I think the logic system, I don't know if it's rated to that as well. I'm not certain. Okay. So what do I need now? I need a sensor kit and the terminal. Kit console. As opposed to Kit Connor, or one of the stars of Heart Stopper. I don't know, we'll put it there, sure. Might be easier if I had 2 empty hands. Save a little bit of time. Sensor kit. And the Airlock computer, module controller. So that goes in there. And then we need a sensor, not a daylight sensor. I might put the gas sensor right next to it. Oh, it's mouse wheel. Proximity, occupancy, gas sensor. So if I do this... And then remember which hotkeys I want to use. And then do that. So you'll be part of the same logic network that's got to plug into this thing. I'm not seeing... I think the power thing was on the bottom. I'm not really seeing the visual for the connector, but I'm pretty sure that's where it was. So if we do that... that, so you should be powered on now, or you should have access to power in theory. I think the data and power can be combined. I think I used to do all this split stuff, and people are like, you know, like these one cables can carry both data and power and save you 17 years of effort, right? Now, if it turns out I'm wrong about that, then I'm gonna have to undo a lot of shit. Okay, the doors are connected. They've powered. They're networked. The vent is powered network the sensor, and this... Okay, in theory... Yellow plus sign when placing cable, you're connecting something on the side. Okay, good. Now, to build this... Yeah, I know, but what do I need to finish this? Why is it not telling me... Because I think I might need glass and something to finish this. It's probably why I have one piece of glass left. Oh, there it is. I'm going somewhere else. Glass sheet. Okay. Which, I still have in my inventory. Did I literally set up something that used exactly the amount of stuff I need? Okay. Oh, we need a computer disk too. And a programming thing. They have 2 different ports because I think you might want to separate them, but I think you can have the same. There we go, data disk. Because without that, it doesn't have any, memory storage, and I think... There it is. Okay, airlock setup. I don't have my labeler. Although, because I use 2 different types of doors, I know which is which. The composite door is the exterior. The glass door is my interior. The active vent is my one vent. The gas sensor is my one sensor. Do I just pull out the disk? Is the idea you put in the disk while you're configuring it, and then you yoink it out afterwards? Is this configured? Yes? I don't know if that yes was to this question. Okay. Now, it is... I think it is trying to pressurize, but it can't, because there's no oxygen on the other side. If I cancel... Oh, I just got an achievement. Hurry up, cancel airlock cycle. Oh, okay. Cycle to exterior. So, I'm going to do that. Cancel, depressurize. In theory, it just yoinked all the air out of here and put it in the other room. And now it's open. Oh my god. I think I have a functioning airlock, you guys. Oh, okay. This doesn't actually store things, just toggles consoles into config mode. Okay. There's the admin disk. Anyway, I'm going to put it back in here for now. Okay, now that we've got some daylight, what I would love to do, first of all, I'm going to close that. I think I can save some room by putting one of these chips into the tablet. There we go. If I wanted some extra space to work with, I don't need to carry my water bottle around with me. What's my... Do I have a display here for the battery power, or do I always have to check my suit? I'm at 59%, but I shouldn't be going very far. Famous last words. – 20% because it's running some things. You know what I should do? Should I, like... I don't know how much passive power drain this uses. Should I turn these off when I'm not around? I'm gonna go find some oxygen. Where's my mining tools over here? Okay. Negligible power. That's what I thought. Okay. Is the blue, is that the oxide? Yes. Because rather than use up the oxygen in my tank, what I want to do is just drop some oxide chunks inside the big room and have that pressurize things. Yeah, that might be all. I think we can get some scanners and stuff later to spot things. Greenish is nitrice. Yeah, see, I think it's one of those things I have a really hard time spotting. And I play board games with a friend who is, like, genuinely colorblind. So I know I'm not. But there might be a slight deficiency. You know, maybe just 5% off sometimes in the blue-green axis. Well, essentially it would probably tell you it's a lot more than 5% off. All right. So let's see if we can do this. Turn off our little drill. Careful with nitrice now. They added nitrous oxide as nitrogen ferment. Oh, interesting. Whee! Whee! Okay. So, cycle to interior. The pressurization's not going to work, so I'm just going to cancel and abort early. Coming through here. And so currently we have 1 kilopascal of pressure. If I drop the oxide, now if it doesn't, oh, it is melting. If it doesn't, I know you can torch it a little bit. Maybe it only melts so much. 18. Oh, and then all of a sudden we got a big pressure drop. Is it just me, or does it look like things are flowing out of here? It's 17. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it just took a while. Maybe it was a high pressure right when we were standing next to it, and it took a while to disperse throughout the room. Maybe that's all it was. And yeah, there is direct sunlight, so it should be melting. It's just a graphical artifact, just visuals. Okay. But yeah, I saw the external pressure go up and then drop, but then rise again. I think we're good. Now, I think this, by default, is set to try to maintain 100 kilopascals. I don't know if I can change... I don't think there's a pull thing. I think there's an advanced airlock chip where you can do some more fine-tuning. But, like, this is fine. Although, you know what? I don't really care to carry this oxide around, so I think I'll end up dropping it as well. I don't think I need more pressure. I think I'll probably have to go and, like, cancel the pressurization because this thing won't get to 100, and that's fine. Yeah, 101 is Earth-like, yeah. But, again, because it's a pure oxygen environment, just 20% is enough to breathe. I mean, I'm sure you get, like, horrible ear popping. Power low. But this battery is full. So, open the suit. Grab this battery. Swappy-doo. There we are. Power no longer low. And we're at 48 kilopascals, and I think that oxide went. And now, cycle the exterior. It's going to depressurize the airlock so that we don't lose any of our precious oxygen. You put it back in the main room, and I can walk out. Oh, it feels so good! It's stressful, let me light up a cig. The thing is, here's the thing, right? We know, we've all been told 100% oxygen atmosphere is, like, bad for fire. Is that true at, like, 20 kilopascals, though, right? Which is sort of simulating a 20% oxygen environment. You know, is a 100% oxygen atmosphere, but only 20 kilopascals, is that super flammable? I don't see why it would be, because again, the amount of free oxygen in the atmosphere is the same whether it's being mixed with like 79% or whatever it is nitrogen. It's different fires and living beings, is it? So with fires, does the nitrogen just kind of get in the way? So it actually does make a difference? But I don't know. Like, it's actually something I don't know the answer to, and I'm genuinely interested. And I assume that with Twitch chat, this is going to be just like going to the Alistair Council. We will both get yes and no. Okay, let's close a little bit of this and see what the tutorial has to say for continuing next. Okay, they want me to fill a room with at least 75% kilopascals, which we might, by just dropping some more oxide, but we don't need to do. Filtration sounds good. Mine ice for gases, sure. Basic power setup sounds like a good idea. Well, the tutorial wants you to do the solid fuel generator, which like burns coal. But the problem with that is, if I recall correctly, the generator burns the coal right away, does incredibly high voltage, and then goes back to zero again. So I feel like it's not very useful unless you've got a whole battery. Oh, 75% is because of the plants, yeah. Why is there coal on the moon? We don't ask those questions. Okay. I kind of want to move all my boxes indoors. I guess I don't really need to. What I should probably do is go and set up my autolathe and stuff, right? And I think I want that outside because I think the autolathe... Well, no, okay, maybe the autolathe doesn't off gas, but what about they get an auto furnace or something too? I kind of think I want to put them outside, regardless. I can't tell. Okay, that's the front that we want to access. I'm really confused here. Why does it not look like it's rotating? Oh, maybe it is now, and I couldn't quite tell. I can't tell which way this is going to go. Also, it's poking through the wall in an unappealing manner. Do I cross? Wrench for deconstruction. It is always very random as to what is the correct deconstruction tool. Yeah, I think the front is placing out, but I think I got to put it out quite far. And then we don't have a good place to stand. Like, I think that's poking through the glass, which I don't think is a problem. It just looks stupid. You know what? Maybe I'll accept the it looks stupid for now. And then, yeah. Okay, there's got to be a way. I'm sure people have probably answered, and I just keep missing it. There's got to be a way to get the, like, what the correct tool is more conveniently. Welding torch and 2 iron sheets is what I need. Okay. I think that's my welding torch. You don't know. Oh, I do have more iron frames. I didn't know that I had more iron frames. Do I have iron sheets? No. I think I'm out of iron sheets. So let's try to get this arc welder down. Out and... Yeah, I think we'll set up like this. And then we need to get some power to you. Just power. What? Jesus game. And we'll be running power there too, but for now we can just route you backwards. I've been, oh, is that in the way? Oh, I think it's in the way, so I'm gonna have to put it there instead. I've been playing a lot Borderlands still, so like the fairly generous sort of jump in the air movements, which again doesn't make any sense. But is great from a gameplay point of view, is very much in my brain. I think I'm just going to go straight through here. Just poke in. And then I got to go out of build mode. I got to push this button. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Oh, I don't think it's got enough power to actually do it. No, it's trying. But I don't know... What would happen if I just opened this door before the pressurization cycle happened? I don't know if it's bad. I don't know if I'll like get blown away or whatever. It's probably all right. I don't know. I kind of like we could run the cable along the walls here, but I'm wondering if it might be worth running this cable to the middle of the room and then branching out. Like, and really, it's coming off of this thing here. I kind of think I might just run it off here and then run it along this line and then go there because we're going to want to branch off this stuff. Yeah, no penalty canceling. Yeah, I mean, in real life, it can be bad if all of a sudden you're just getting like whooshed way too intensely. Enough cable for this. Well, I could always go and yoink some cables off of something else. Or, you know, put the autolathe a little closer to the solar panel. Or route it. I could have routed it along there to go there. Oh my god, I'm going to be one short. I think there's another chunk of these cables sitting around. I think we've got a second stack. Oh, man. I was pretty sure we had a second stack. Yeah, right over there. I love pushing buttons, having things happen. Typical programmer off by one error. Yep. Oh, yeah. Cancel. Okay. Don't want to cancel this one. Because we would lose air. So this is on. Okay. It's dark. I could go on another mining thing. Can I just drag that way? Turn that on. Tell it to go. Nothing to smelt. Oh. What? Alright. What didn't I do correctly? Oh, that's cobalt. That is not iron. I bet you cobalt can't be smelted in there. Drop that, and what am I looking for? My mining tool. Alright, let's go find some iron. So I'm gonna go... So I'm going kind of westerly over here into the thing. At least there's some interior light in this, which does make it a little easier for me to make me find your way home. That's copper. Which, I don't know. I mean, we're going to need... So, because we'll need it for making wires, if nothing else. Not that we need it right now. I kind of don't want more than a stack. I'm hoping this ends just before 50. There might still be some more in there. I don't know. Gold. Going sort of straight down into the crater. This would be easier during daytime, but what are you going to do? I don't know if it's going to make a difference for this. I can set the render distance to extreme. No, I don't. It's not going to make a difference for this. Basically going straight south right now. Where are all them rocks? All right. I might have to wait until daytime. Or maybe there's some stuff a little closer to our base. We can do a little walk around the crater's edge to see if we see something, perhaps. What is that? Volatiles. Okay, well, I mean, that'll be really important, but I don't need it right this second. Be sure I'm moving away from our base, which is fine. Is this brownie rusty iron? Yes! So, big update with that just dropped for Stationeers here. Brand new train engine. Allows for much more details, much more performant. Using like octrees for their voxel generation and stuff. I watched a video about it. It looks great. produce too much iron, I don't know, but it's like, well, let's mine out a spot. At least if I drop the iron, it won't instantly melt. I can dig a little pit and then just store some iron in there. Yee. I might want to, I think that's more oxide. I might want to grab more. I remember one time we were playing, we could not find oxide, which was more than a little annoying. If you don't mind out of vein, completely leave a little bit so you can find it later. It's not a bad idea. Like I can use that, leave that one oxide there, since I'm not sure, and leave it hanging. Although we might clear this one out completely. Yeah, I think that might be it for this oxide. Oh. There it is. Okay. You know what? This might be it for the... Oh, it's not it for the iron ore. Okay. Well, what I'll do, I'll just try to leave some of it exposed. And we know that we can find a giant hole for it. I think my base is this way. Because this is the crater, yeah. Oh, and there's some more iron there. I know we can get a little tracking beacon. So actually, I think we start with one. There's the slope of the crater. I might be wrong. How does mining work for late game is a great question. I don't know. I think you can get a lot of auto miners. Oh, maybe we are moving away. We may have to wait for the sun to rise. Yeah, I would be surprised if we were this far away. Time for rescue mission. It's just a 20-minute day-night cycle, so the sun will rise soon. I kind of don't want to move anymore. Because if I picked the wrong direction, we could move quite far away. Hey, is that Mars? The important thing is I'm not moving away from the crater. Alright. Like, the crater is base. Well, there's a those might be the volatiles I saw earlier. No, I think it was just a single one here. We need a nice little high tower with like a blinking light, but yeah, also the beacon stuff. And yeah, I think we start with the beacon and probably start with the chip for it as well. Whee! Oh, that's an interesting idea. Turn off the lights so that maybe we can see something blinking. That's part of the helmet, right? Can we see... I mean, unless that's it, but no, I think that's Mars setting. But yeah, even with like the draw distance set to the top, and the fact that like, you should be able to see a light from a far distance. It's a little unrealistic, but it's fine. It was right in front of you when you turn off the light. Because there's a little light there. And there's the red light there. But again, I think that's setting. I think that's going closer to the horizon. I mean, we don't have a compass, so I don't have to worry about finding that. Like, is it this thing? Is this stuff? Jetpack high, yeah, but we can also crash land. So I'm going up and up and up. Oh, and as I go down, that goes away because it drops below the horizon now. And that's getting higher up. Yeah, these are both stars. Oh, is it L to toggle my light? Oh, that's... I didn't realize that. That's quite nice. Do-do-do-do. We're just waiting for the sun to come up. I mean, I could probably wander. Because again, it's just on the edge of the crater where we are here. But I'm not entirely sure about the direction here because I've turned myself around a couple of times. Oh, there's a bit of a ridge here, which might have been blocking our sight, but... it's fine. All who wander aren't lost, but in this case, yeah. So you can see the sun is getting behind the Earth over there. It's going to rise soon. It rises, and I think it gets a brief eclipse because we're perfectly aligned. So, like, your solar panels, you can have them flat. You can also have them angled. If you angle them, like, towards the sort of morning light, I think it gets slightly less light than the flat one just because of the eclipse period. And then you can also have one angled towards the sunset side, and that is perfectly okay. Hey! There we are! Right over there. Oh, was I going around the rotten crater? Well, no, I was going around this one. I think I was moving back towards here correctly, but I didn't know how far to go. Boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop. So yeah, we got a little bit of light. The solar panel, the flat one, isn't going to be producing much power right now. It's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna bring all those crates indoors, which might be a little tricky through here. I should have maybe moved them before I had everything set up, because actually, those crates are gonna be a little bit big for this airlock. I wonder if I'll be able to get them to fit. Yeah, battery's at 0, so yeah, there's no power here at all. If we want to open and close the doors, we'd have to be crowbarring them, but after the sun rises a little bit more. I wonder if the solar panel gets a tiny bit of power before it gets eclipsed by the Earth, and then it comes back after. We could see, like, if I want to jam one of these in here. Yeah, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's not like things are blowing away. Now, annoyingly, I'm not really going to be able to see what's in my crates here either. Like this one over here. Just by mousing over, we got pipes and things like that. Mining supplies. We got another pneumatic drill. Tracking beacon. Although, I think someone said that there's one built into one of the things. So maybe I don't need to deploy the beacon. And I think the beacon might need power as well. Do I just drop it? Oh, it's got a little battery in there. Can it be toggled? It's just on right now? One of my... Tracker cartridge. Oh, I think I need to open this. Take out the atmosphere analyzer. Put in the tracker in there. There it is. And then... Flick it on. How does the tracker work? Because that might be important to know, as it turns out. Anyway. There you go. We got a little bit of power. Although, I don't know if it's gone through the eclipse period. On. There it is. Hot stuff coming through. Right, so my Z movement is changing, but like... This is just telling me my coordinates, right? It's not telling me, like, where this is? Mouse wheel? Oh! Well, shit, that is... Oh! It's telling me that Quill is 0 meters away, and then my mouse wheel... Ooh, there's no hint that there's a mouse wheel UI for this. Okay. Tracking beacon. But yeah, the lander is all we really need. So I don't actually need this, and maybe I don't want to use any power. So if I just pick you up and then put you in a box, I don't think you'll be using power on me. Did this just ding when it finished? There we go. Iron. Let's do some copper. There we are. Lovely. Turn that off. How are we? We'll need a drink soon. Just to complete this next little step here, I cycle this. Plus, I'm going to get into an area, cancel pressurization, where I can open my mask. But I'm also going to drop this just to see if we can complete another step, a little tutorial-y thing. This water bottle, I'm going to consume. Oh, I'm going to... Well, I can't open the helmet because it's locked, I think. So, helmet, unlock, open. Drink what's left of my water bottle, and then I will put it down in the corner over here. Don't need you no more. And then we'll eat our food. Done. We eat the wrapper as well. We're very efficient that way. Let's close the helmet and lock it so I don't accidentally open it at a bad time. And what are we at? 66. So it still didn't complete the fill a room with oxygen step, but that's fine. Okay. Cycle to exterior. Drain the oxygen from here, please. Thank you. Lovely. Did you... Oh, you're still processing? Still processing. All right. I think we need metal sheets for this. How do I... Hold on. How do I get metal sheets? Because I got iron ingots. I need to tear something down to get an iron sheet to finish this assembler. Iron wall kit, iron frames, plastic sheets. You know, autolathe print sheets might be another stack. Okay, well, we'll go and check. It'll be really annoying because I don't know how I can get a... Maybe the outer airlock door could be deconstructed because I don't want to lose all the oxygen I've collected. Not that I've actually had to work hard for it in any way whatsoever. Yeah, I don't think I've got any more iron sheets. Can you tear apart the little lander capsule or the door and get some iron sheets out of that without having to tear apart my base? Like, what happens if I... It just disappeared. Oh yeah, I did use some for the porch to fill in the gaps, that's right. Wrench needed deconstruct. And the wrench is... Oh, that's not on. Okay, good. Wrench. There it is. And... Backpack. The iron gets in there, thank you. Then I can pick that up. Okay. Alright. I need the welding torch again. 4 coil cables. And now plastic sheets. And a welding torch. Of course, you know you weld plastic. That's how it goes. Screwdriver now. Done. Autolathe complete. All right, let's get it powered up. Oh, I put my cables in the box. Oh, so what I need is my wire cutters in the offhand. Because then when I do this, it'll properly connect the things. Okay. So... now, we're going to insert things in there, right? So I could put a bunch of iron ingots in there. And are you done with the copper? You are. Let me put that there. Grab the copper. Just load this up with crap that I can use to craft things with. Turn this on. And... autolathe. Build and power autolathe and arc furnace. Oh, do I not have power? You do. How come it's not giving me credit for having these both existing? I did data, not power. I knew that. That was a test. I was making sure you guys were paying attention. There we go. So I can actually remove this stuff. And even this, we can save a little bit of cableage. Like so. All right. Turn these off for a sec. electronic printers, right. I like this new tutorial system here. It's a lot better than working with the like spreadsheets and things off. I mean, there was one of these before, but I don't think quite as nicely as this one. Now, portable generator. I think they want us to build an actual... Oh, no, we have a solid fuel generator. I might plop it down. Oh, I should also go and get some sheets going here. Turn this on, and then I can use the menu. And then iron sheets, and then start. And I think it'll just keep pooping them out non-stop. And then I think what you can do is you can cycle this, because then it'll stop after this cycle. Yes, okay. Alright. Good to know to say. Oops, that is the incorrect thing to drag. That is not what I want to do. There we go. So, I'm going to put it down. Oh, maybe I want to use my sheets here.
Power low.
Bits back in. Turn that off. I mean, there's not a ton of power in here either. Oh, it's actually less. Should get the one from indoors, or just... I could grab one of the small batteries. We also get the little solar recharger, which is kind of, like, asinine, but I really should have gotten set up. Portable generator. Yeah. Package? Oh, not portable generator. That's not what I was looking for. Might be another crate. No, hold on. It's in my container here. Like this thing here, we can put little batteries in there to charge them, which is lovely. The other thing I can do is, like with this little beacon, is I can take the battery out of that. Now, these small batteries do not last very long. Obviously, it's not going to charge right now. And some pressurization. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this large battery that's at 100% and grab it for me. Okay. Okay, let's turn these off while we're not using that. That is off. That's good. All right. Great generator, solid fuel. Yeah, I guess, do I have to actually create one? But I'm not, see, that's just for the tutorial. I'm thinking about, like, shrinking this. Like, and not worrying about this aspect right now. And being more like, let's build more solar panels. And I kind of think that's what I want to do, is construct more solar panels. I think I do need the electronics printer, which I think is made at the auto lathe. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought, Terranin, that the solid generator is bad early, like, because you don't have a giant battery setup to like store it, and then it tends to just short out your cables. Because don't you need like high power versions of cables? I think so. That's not gonna have a lot of power to run that right now, so I'm not sure. But I kind of want to look at what. Oh yeah, electronic printer kit. This needs iron, gold, and copper. It's got everything except the gold because we hadn't actually picked it up yet. Okay, that's fine. We actually, there is some gold right over here. And I'm not going to get lost now because I've got... I guess I had everything in my inventory. Because I think this tablet was still in my inventory. I could have gotten back just fine. We're going to ignore coal for the moment. Probably not a bad idea to finish this. That might have been the last chunk of iron. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's copper, actually. We are going to need to hydrate soon. This goes deep. What the heck? Alright, I'm just gonna leave that there. There's gold. Yeah, I knew that was all copper. I was like, I'm just gonna finish it though, and then it wouldn't. I'll leave that one floating near the surface if I can. We don't need this much gold to get started. But you may as well get a full stack is what I figure, because no matter what, it's using up one inventory slot. I don't think, like, weights aren't simulated in here. Just inventory slots, which, fair, it's a video game. That's a lot, that's how they tend to work. Any more gold in Demnare Hills? Where's that chunk? Oh, is it the end of it? Ooh. Ooh! Hey, bullet house. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think... I don't need them right now, not until we get the next furnace. But I'm just gonna make sure it's nicely visible. And then I'll mine out that gold. So we'll come back to mine some more. I can see the red light! It reminds me of in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? There's a light on at the Frankenfurter Mansion. I don't remember how that song goes. It's quite early, and it's admittedly not one of the more memorable ones, at least in my opinion. So we'll put the gold in there, but because we don't have solar panel power going right now, I don't think I'm going to turn it on for the smelt quite yet. But I may as well go hydrate. It'll use a little bit of power cycling stuff, but that's okay. Oh, cancel. Good. Oh, but I didn't actually bring in more water with me, did I? Because we finished the last one. And we do have a water kit, but I don't think I've got it on me. So I should probably go and get that. Yeah. Did I put stuff back in here? We'll have to set up some proper shelves, which actually, I think I can build a shelving unit from the autolathe, and it might be nice to do that quite early. Yeah, here's my packs of water and food. Whoop! I think the last time I played, I don't think they had these like packs of things. I think they were all loose. That's not what I want to do at all. Oh yeah, you're legit out of power here. And I can force the door. Well, I think I have to dewire it and then I can crowbar it. I'm not sure. The kit locker in the autolathe. Thank you. Yeah, probably want to do that.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Helmet. Unlock. Open. So... I just click and it opens? I think so, right? Yeah, it unpacks a water bottle. And then let me stick that bag on the ground. Pick up the water bottle. Take a big drink. Oh, our O2 is getting a little lower too. Can't remember if I can refill my O2 some other way. I'm not sure. There's no reason to carry this around with me. Because I'm going to be coming in here to eat anyway. Not quite going to finish that, but that's alright. You see my, how did you see my suit's O2, like, levels? Oh, the air tank there. Waste tank's pretty full. I don't know what hole is for the waste tank. That's my CO2. I think we've got a couple of spares, but we're going to need that soon. But yeah, draining the power here is a little bit... Well, we've got to get... I think what I should probably do is maybe get one more solar panel. Like, I'm worried if the batteries aren't completely filling during the day. But I'm not... Although, admittedly, I'm not going to check. Oh, you look at the top warning for the O2. Thank you. There we are. How's my mask? Yep, close helmet. I was about to go outside without my helmet on. It's fine. Cycle. Oh, right. My personal air tank can be shoved into that one to refill. Yes. And at some point, the waste pack fills and you just dump it. But I think we might want to dump it internally to not lose the CO2 immediately. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to make a thing. Okay, we've got more cereal bars. Air conditioner. Flares, charges. Container mount. Oh, there's a locker kit in here. Oh, that's quite convenient. Portable scrubber. Some more filters, a battery. What's a portable scrubber? Is it like a portable CO2 scrubber? But then how do we actually utilize that? Hydroponics, beans. Grow light. Pipes. Portables connector. Water bottle filler. But I think this needs to be connected to an ice crusher, right? The CO2 is, I think, the propellant, I think, can be any gas, and I think you can put your CO2 in there. So I guess ideally we wouldn't want to lose that. Portable scrubber cleans the air. You put a filter in for whatever you want to remove from the room into it. Ah, okay. So if I ended up with, like, some terrible gases or something in one of my rooms that I needed cleared without a more sophisticated thing. Okay, so... cycle back in here. Sun's coming up, I think. Yep. Although it's probably not getting powered. So, okay, I've got air in here, so I don't need my oxygen tank. So I can unlock, open my helmet. So I'm fine for the moment. And then in my suit, can I just drag it over? Because there's definitely like a... Oh, I think that's what this box is. Yeah. So if I just, put my air tank in there? Oh, yeah, the numbers went up. Awesome! Well, that was quite easy. Yeah, complexity is front-loaded. Yeah, because the thing is always just, like, a few clocks. Like, okay, get yourself in a space where you can drink. And then, you know, you'll need that. And then they're going to be good for a while. Until you run out of the water, in which case you need an ice crusher so you can make more water. And then you're going to be eating from time to time. And at some point, you'll run out of your boneless... cereal bars. Thank goodness they're boneless. And at some point you need to get your hydroponics up and running. Which I think I've technically gotten to, but that's probably about it. So, what do we want to do? Again, I think I would like a more stable power situation. Is kind of what I'm thinking. There you go. So I can seal my suit and open it. Yeah, I probably won't instant light eye, so it's probably okay. All right, also gives you an idea when you need to dump the base. So about 7,000 is how much pressure I can put in there before I have to get rid of it. Okay, so now that we've got, well, power for a little bit until the sun gets eclipsed momentarily, we can craft some more things. Oh, right, I have to smelt some gold. So... oh, it's already in there. That's right, I forgot I did that. Turn this on. Push the button. Chunk. Wait until this poops out some gold. The next smelter is like where you're getting things a little bit more complicated because you're having to like combine volatiles and oxygen to get it to go, but is needed for certain types of metals, including I think steel. And then yeah, this is set up for the auto... no, the electronics printer, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I don't have a battery charge in this because I didn't put one in there, but I think... yeah, I've got one in my pocket. Dude, don't... Just pick it up. And then place it down. And then put that in there. There you go. A little more bonus charging, theoretically. Generating 0%. Oh, does this have to be, like, directly overhead for this one to work, I wonder? We'll go and take another look. My batteries are being charged in here as well, of course. Oh, the waste tank caution. Okay. It's still going? Jeez. Yeah, I want to... this was wired incorrectly. Because I was talking about, like, the flow. I was thinking, oh, this is the priority, but no, that's not what I want. I want these to be separated where this is going on its end, so it's not being drained for the inside of the room. Because, yeah, that is incorrect and not what I wanted. Although I'm not going to worry about it for now. Have you still not pooped out the gold? Think you can force it to do it early here? I don't know. I'm not going to hit it. Yeah, 22. So that count's going down. It takes a long time. Gold takes the longest. That's such a soft metal. I wouldn't have thought so. I guess what I can do is I can drop a bunch of ores in here and do some more mining while we've got some light. Down into the crater. I don't know what I'm going to prioritize looking for. Oh, the power button will stop it. What is this? Silver. Okay, well, it's good to know that it's there. I don't need it right this second, so there's no reason to have it use up some clutter. That looks like more coal. Volatile's over there. That's probably copper, I think. Yeah. Or gold? I think that might be gold. No, that's... No, that is gold. I don't know that we need more, but I found it. Oh, we should have left one on the surface here. I'm going to leave that one. Silver for all the werewolves on the moon. I mean, werewolves are famously associated with the moon, so it makes sense. I think this new layer of stone might be taking a little longer to mine. Well, there is a yellowish coloration to the stone. Is that really telling me there's more gold ore there? Oh, I thought it was just we're entering a different soil layer. Holy crap, this keeps going. I remember having such a hard time finding minerals before. Iron. I mean, we've got quite a lot of iron, but I know we're going to need a bunch more, so... Leave the one indicator one up there. Avoid the pink stuff for now. Just because I don't think I can put it down. I think it'll evaporate in the sun once it's been mined. What is this multicolor? Is that... Let's go. The pneumatic miner and that other kit is even faster as long as you have some waste gas to spend on it. Oh, really? What I kind of need to do is fabricate a new dummy tank. And just swap, because I don't want to lose this waste gas. Yay, you have pooped out the gold. Ah! Don't run so far. Turn that off. Get in there. Turn on. Print me a thingy. Now, I think this will only do one. No, maybe all of them do infinite amounts. So I think the habit I've gotten into is after you're done, just cycle off. Is waste gas really useful for anything without a whole bunch of processing? Again, I think you can use it as your jetpack propellant. And I think you can... It's CO2, so I think it's important when you get plants. Hmm. Now, see, the real problem is I'm going to be super tempted to keep playing this in between episodes. How come this battery's not charging? Can this not charge large batteries? Is it, like, the wrong way up? In the shadow? Was it? I mean, it wasn't for all of the day. No, it's blinking now. Because at the start, the sun was over there. I would have thought it was hitting for... I don't know, but it's clearly just working. It's also very slow. Okay. But it's clearly blinking now. It's still sitting at 0, but... Good little extra emergency thingy. I don't remember. Is this still a large battery to replace with a small? What about indoors? I might have... Hang on. I'm going to take this battery out. Because I might have replaced one of these with a small, which I don't want. Yeah, that's a small one. I guess I can do that, even though I don't really want a small one in my suit either. That's okay for the moment. Hey, okay, that's finished. Good. And yeah, I have to rewire the airlock. That could be something I could do in between episodes, but so okay, you feed in from one side, go there. I think the front is probably facing us. And I don't know, hopefully that's fine. Space-wise. Seems okay. Again, I don't know what tool it actually wants. Welding torch and 2 iron things. 2 iron sheets. I did put some iron sheets in here, although I don't have a ton. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some more. So I think we have to auto-lathe some more iron sheets. Go, go, go. Oh, you think that one might be backwards? I guess we'll find out once it gets built. And then I'll have to tear it apart. That is awkward as heck. Oop. Definitely backwards? Okay, maybe I'll replace it right away then. I think it's easier once you got some game experience and you know which side the power goes depending on the direction. Because just trying to visualize it was no good. Wrench needed to tear that apart. Wrench, 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 swap. Do that. Oh, and then I didn't have a free hand, so... Go to the ground, pick this up. So you're saying this is backwards then? Oh, the power's in the front, maybe. So that could be a hint as well. But yeah, from the wireframe itself, I could not tell which was which. Now you need cable coils. And now you need plastic sheets, I think with the welder. Uh-oh. Where did I put my plastic sheets? Right there.
Power low.
Yeah, power low because I got a small battery in here. I mean, this larger one won't have been refilled. I'm going to do that anyway, because 52% of a large battery is a heck of a lot more than 47% of a small battery. And a screwdriver. There we go. All right. So now the wire snips. Oops. Wire snips and the... Oh, did I put the cable coils away? Probably over here. Probably did a swap. Yep. That's the data one, so bring it over to there. Okay.
Power low.
So yeah, hit the 50% again. That's fine. Waste is at 83%. I guess that'll be okay. No, I didn't start with brutal supplies. We started with standard. It has been way too long since I've played. Definitely would not want to go and risk that. What do we have in our inventory here again? Oh, yes, this kit, which I don't... Can I selectively choose... Can I click on this to... Because I only wanted to bring one thing out of this kit if I can. I suppose if I went just indoors and just exploded this kit, that would be okay. Although we are out of juice over here. To pee so badly. I'm trying to hold out for another 10 minutes before the end of the stream, but I have to pee so badly. Yes, the cables do fit in there, and I forget about that, but... Yeah, I do have to, and that's one of the things I will do is invert this so that this isn't feeding into the main room, because I always want to have power in the airlock. Plus, I'd like a battery here that's mostly fully charged all the time, instead of everything is flowing indoors right now, and it's like, how do I get to you? So that does have to be something. I'm about 43%. Yes, I'm full of, my waste tank is very full, is what's going on here. I'm way overly hydrated, exactly. Alright, so what I want to do is just unpack that way. Yeah, it's just one at a time, huh? There, that's the locker kit. The container mount I don't need. I don't know if I could put that back in. Oh, and even this is a stack of 5 container mounts. But this... Let's, do I want it here? It's not bad because it's near the door. I think I do like this. I think it's facing the wrong way. Okay, the mouse selection. That's kind of weird with the C's, but let's put it here. There we go. There you go, and it's not poking through the back. Oh, I thought it said stack of 2, but okay. We can open this, and we can start actually organizing our shit. Can this fit in here? Nice. And then all the little food things, so that's the empty water bottle. We'll put down there. And then food kits, we'll put there. Guess I could empty both hands and save some walking, but that's fine. And this water bottle still has some water in it. And then this is a pouch of water bottles. Over there. All right. Oh, it costs 2 locker kits to make a big locker. Oh! I could have chosen a different model locker that may have been smaller, and then I would have built 2 of them, but okay. Nah, this is fine. This seems great. Look how neat that is. I mean, I'll probably never close these doors. Because I'll probably want to be seeing everything at a glance all the time. Maybe I could do this now. If I want to do this now, I would do this. And then I think I just use the crowbar to whack it off the wall, I think. Oh, that just opens and closes the door. Wrench, maybe? Oh, hand drill to deconstruct. Ba-dup. It's a great sound. So, what I want to do here... you know what? I should probably go and just get rid of these cables here, too. Drop this battery on the floor for a sec. Yeah, let me go and snip these cables. Are they outside? They might be outside. Okay. So... I think this is the order they want now, because now the power's going to come in on the right. Yeah. It's obviously breaking everything, but that's okay. The logic box is still connected to everything in this network, but the power won't be. I guess I could have gone outside and redone it. I don't know. It's a little annoying because I built them inside. It's weird. I built those conduits from indoors, but I can't deconstruct them from indoors. Did I go outside to build those? Oh, I might have. Oh, maybe I did because it was more convenient. Yeah, from the solar panels, certainly. Yeah. But I think they're still grid aligned in such a way that no matter what, I think they might have ended up outside the windows. I'm not entirely sure. So, I don't know. Okay, I have to pee. I can't focus to finish this. I know we're ending 5 minutes early. I'm so sorry. I have to pee so badly, so we're going to wrap it up here. A Kiss for Luck is going to be streaming today. It's possible she's not live yet. Oh, no, she is. Oh, she's going to be streaming some more Palia. So give her some love. Our schedule this week is going to be Wednesday, more Civ. Saturday, more Dwarf Fortress. And then Monday, Moondays is going to continue, which is going to be Stationeers now, and then probably go back to Kerbal. Maybe we'll land some Kerbals on some planet and then play it in Stationeers. You know, it's part of the Quill cinematic universe. Right? Right. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.